Summary: Love is Blind Season 5 sparked social media buzz and drama, with only one couple staying together after the show, Lydia and Milton. Featured cast members like Estefania, Chandra, and Paige had their fair share of love triangles and heartbreak, creating a rollercoaster of emotions. The reality TV show promises love and marriage under unique conditions, with contestants like Carter Wall showcasing old-fashioned views on romance. Netflix Love is Blind Season 5 dominated social media discussions ahead of the Love is Blind Season 6 premiere. As one of the best reality TV shows, Love is Blind has risen in stature since it first premiered in 2020 and looks set to continue its dominance through Love is Blind Season 7 and beyond as one of the most watched reality shows. In Season 5, allegedly the least entertaining season of Love is Blind, fans witnessed multiple love triangles, breakups and reconciliations, and an early exit. Love is Blind producers touted the season as the best one yet, but it was a mess. With only one couple still together after the show, Lydia Velez Gonzalez and Milton Johnson, it could be considered a failure. Nonetheless, fans can learn more about their favorite Love is Blind Season 5 stars through their Instagram activities. Estefani at Estefbaila. According to the cast guide on Netflix Tudum, Estefania is a 30-year-old teacher and dancer looking for a man who can match her hard-working energy. Although she has been picky in her past, Estefania is willing to drop that trait to find the perfect man on Love is Blind Season 5. Fans can find her on Instagram by her handle at Estefbaila. She was not a leading cast member on the show but did allegedly make a connection. The producers chose not to follow her. Chandra at Shanla. Chandra is a flight attendant looking for a guy to give her that romantic spark in Love is Blind Season 5. Although she has been very critical of guys in the past, Chandra is willing to look beyond looks to find the perfect man. Still, anyone the 32-year-old might consider as a long-term partner must be able to take accountability for their actions. Love is Blind fans can find Chandra on Instagram by her handle at Shanla. She did not find love on the show. Lydia Velez Gonzalez at Lavga. Lydia Velez Gonzalez, a geologist, made her Love is Blind Season 5 debut to connect with a tall, dark, handsome guy with a big personality. After initially connecting with Izzy Zapata over their shared Latin heritage, Lydia got her heart broken after Izzy called things off between them. Lydia then connected with Milton, and their relationship became quite serious. However, her past relationship with another contestant, Uche, threatened to spoil things between her and Milton. Nonetheless, the two were able to overcome the hurdle and get married. Love is Blind fans can follow Lydia on her Instagram page at Lavga. Maris at Maris_TX. Maris, a 30-year-old HR specialist, has only ever been in one serious relationship. However, since that shockingly ended after 6 years, Maris has been looking for a guy who can handle her strong will. As a family-oriented person, Maris wants a man who she can bring food home for whenever he feels hungry. Maris' Instagram handle is at Maris_TX. She wasn't able to find love on the show. Paige Tillman at Fancily. Paige Tillman is a 32-year-old stylist who had been nice to the wrong people in her previous relationships. However, she's tired of letting people take advantage of her and now wants a man who loves the way she loves. Paige doesn't like people who are unkind to waiters or staff, which means anyone who wants her must have a genuine heart and respect. Love is Blind fans can find Paige on Instagram at Paigeatili. Paige made a connection, but producers chose not to follow her. Renee Poch at Miss Renee Epiki. Renee, a 32-year-old veterinarian, has not dated in 5 years after her previous relationship ended. However, after focusing on her career during those years, Ren wants to find a manly guy who fits her lifestyle in Love is Blind Season 5. Her Instagram handle is at Miss Renee Poch. While Renee and Carter Wall went to the altar together, producers chose not to air her story due to misconduct. She's embroiled in a legal battle with Kinetic Content. Uche Okoroa at I Am Above the Law. Uche, a lawyer and entrepreneur, joined Love is Blind Season 5 to find an ambitious woman with a good sense of humor after being single for 2 years. The 34-year-old quickly connected with Aaliyah while in the pods, and their relationship looked destined for marriage. However, things deteriorated between them when Aaliyah found out Uche had hidden his past relationship with co-star Lydia a secret. Nonetheless, Uche revealed he had no feelings for Lydia and was willing to propose to Aaliyah. Sadly, Aaliyah left the pods before Uche could explain himself. Love is Blind fans can find Uche on his Instagram handle at I'm Above the Law. Erica Anthony at Erica Anthony. Erica, a 27-year-old marketing manager, can't handle the disappointment of dating apps any longer and has decided to take her chances on Love is Blind Season 5. Erica has exceptionally high standards and isn't willing to settle for a marriage not as strong as that of her parents. Love is Blind fans can find her on Instagram at Eric Anthony. She didn't find love on the show. Miriam at Mima_Miriam, a 32-year-old scientist, is a career-driven woman who wants an emotional connection before anything on Love is Blind Season 5. Any guy Miriam might consider should be sincere, driven, and successful and be willing to put in a genuine effort in their relationship. Miriam's Instagram handle is at Mima_. She didn't find love on the show but returned in later episodes as part of the Pod Squad. Stacey Snider at Stacey Renee 926. Close after being single for less than a year, Stacey Snider joined Love is Blind Season 5, ready to push herself open and be vulnerable. When the pods opened, she fancied making a connection with 31-year-old Izzy. The two quickly connected during their pod dates, inspiring Stacey to write a poem about how he makes her feel. Despite her reluctance to say the L word, Stacey assured Izzy she was committed to their relationship, and he eventually proposed to her. Love is Blind fans can follow Stacey on her Instagram handle at StaceyRenee926. Stacey rejected Izzy at the altar. Linda Chiamaka at Lindachi___. Linda Chiamaka is a 32-year-old talent acquisition recruiter from a loving Nigerian family who wants to see her married. After being picky about a partner for years, Linda wants to look beyond the surface and find a respectful and family-oriented man. Love is Blind fans can find Linda on her Instagram page at Lindachi__. Sadly, Linda didn't find love in the pods. Myra Cardenas at Myra_C. Myra is a 25-year-old minister who wants to find a God-loving and marriage-minded guy on Love is Blind Season 5. After her most recent relationship ended heartbreakingly, Myra wants to find someone who is willing to make sacrifices to make their relationship work. Love is Blind fans can find Myra on her Instagram handle at Myra_C. Unfortunately, Myra didn't make a connection on Love is Blind. Izzy Zapata at IzzyZapata_close Izzy, an insurance agent, was previously engaged, which left him heartbroken and insecure. After staying single for over 2 years, Izzy joined Love is Blind Season 5 to find an athletic woman who's a good communicator, open-minded, and would love him unconditionally. Once in the pods, Izzy connected with Johnny Marist and Stacy. However, the 32-year-old broke things off with Johnny and instead pursued Stacy. Izzy eventually proposed to Stacy and headed to the altar. While Izzy was ready for marriage, Stacy rejected him. Love is Blind fans can find Izzy on his Instagram handle at IzzyZapata_. Taylor Rue at TaylorMrue. Taylor Rue is a 26-year-old teacher who has been single for 4 years before she decided to try and find a connection on Love is Blind Season 5. Taylor wants to meet her future husband, who should be taller than her and should also understand that lying is the ultimate deal breaker for her. While she and JP connected on the show and went to Mexico together, their love didn't translate to real life. She chose herself and left the show. Love is Blind fans can find Taylor on Instagram at TaylorMrue. Robert Martinez at Rock with Rob. Robert Martinez is a 30-year-old special education teacher who, after 2 years of being single, hopes to find his future wife on Love is Blind Season 5. After struggling with timing and commitment issues in his past relationship, Robert hopes to find the right person who will be honest, loyal, and loving in the pods. He didn't find love in the pods. Love is Blind fans can follow Robert on his Instagram handle at Rock with Rob. Christopher Fox at Chris Foxy. Chris Fox is a 28-year-old project manager with a history of going for the wrong woman. He wants to break that pattern in Love is Blind Season 5. However, Chris got pulled back into this box when he connected with Johnny during their time in the pod. Despite their intense connection and deep conversations, Chris got his heart broken when Johnny decided to pursue her connection with Izzy instead. However, after Izzy dumped Johnny, she tried to get Chris back. However, Chris refuses to propose to her because he needs to pick someone who will always choose him. He and Johnny dated after returning to Houston, but they broke up after he cheated on her. Love is Blind fans can find Chris on Instagram at ChrisFoxy. Efrain Batista at Efi03. Efrain Batista, a 27-year-old software salesman, has grown tired of talking to women who don't want to hang out in person and has joined Love is Blind Season 5 to find an outgoing, funny, and athletic woman. Efrain is an attractive guy whose Achilles heel is thinking he's right a majority of the time and is willing to be patient and understanding for the right woman. He didn't find love on the show. Love is Blind fans can find Efrain on Instagram at Efi03. Ernesto Solorzano Jr. At ESJ_28. Ernesto Solorzano Jr., a supply chain manager, has always found himself falling for women based on looks. However, the 32-year-old is determined to keep the physical out and focus on the mind, which made him join Love is Blind Season 5. After years of dating casually, Ernesto hopes to find an intellectual woman who is also a good conversationalist with a lighthearted personality. Unfortunately, Ernesto left the pods alone. Love is Blind fans can find him on Instagram at @esh_28. Aaliyah Cosby at @Alove4_Aaliyah Cosby, an ICU travel nurse, has been making waves since she made her Love is Blind Season 5 debut. The then 29-year-old who quickly connected with Uche was honest about her past, revealing she had not dated anyone for over a year and cheated on her ex, who couldn't satisfy her sexually. Nonetheless, her connection with Uche seemed to be going well until Aaliyah learned from her friend and co-star Lydia that she and Uche had dated. Lydia also revealed they had sex recently. She couldn't handle the revelation, which prompted Aaliyah to leave Love is Blind before Uche could propose. Still, fans can follow her on Instagram at @Alove4_. Connor Moore at Connor_T_Moore. Connor Moore, a geoscientist, has decided to find the right person to share his dreams and aspirations with after years of putting his career above everything else. The 31-year-old hopes to find an intelligent, independent, and bilingual woman in Love is Blind Season 5. Fans find Connor on his Instagram page at Connor_T_Moore, even though he didn't find love on the show. Enoch Culliver at Enoch_Culliver. Enoch Culliver, a financial advisor, has been single for the last 5 years and wants to make a completion without paying much attention to the physical looks of a potential life partner. The 27-year-old hopes to find a loyal, passionate, and confident lady who can match his energy in Love is Blind Season 5. Enoch may have found a connection on the show, but he wasn't followed. Enoch's Instagram handle is at Enoch_Culliver. Jared Gibson at Jaredin Pictures. A university director, Jared Gibson, loves women who appreciate dad jokes and have quirky personalities. The 34-year-old doesn't mind going over the top to please his partners and wants a woman who can replicate such efforts. Jared wants to connect with someone who loves him as much as he loves her in Love is Blind Season 5. Unfortunately, Jared left the show alone. Love is Blind fans can find Jared on Instagram at Jaredin Pictures. Johnny Marist at Johnny Marist. Johnny is a corporate transactional lawyer who quickly connected with Izzy while they were in the Love is Blind Season 5 pods. The duo gelled over their deep conversations about their lives. Sadly, it was also the catalyst that ended their relationship. Johnny's revelation about her previous marriage and relationship was too complex for Izzy to accept, and he, instead, chose to focus on his relationship with Stacy. Although Johnny connected with another contestant, Chris, they both know he is the second choice to Izzy, which hasn't helped their connection. Johnny's Instagram handle is at Johnny Marist. Jared Pierce at Installus. Jared Pierce, a firefighter, has never really gotten into an in-depth relationship. In the past, his few relationships lacked any real connection, and the dating scene in Houston, where he lives, is a bit frivolous. Jared doesn't think meeting women on apps or bars will help him toward a long-term relationship. The 32-year-old hopes his story will change in Love is Blind Season 5. Unfortunately, Jared didn't find a connection in the pods. Fans can find Jared on Instagram at InstalusJared. Josh Simmons at JSimmons1818. Josh Simmons, a sales representative, has wanted to appear on a platform like Love is Blind to find the perfect wife and build a family. Josh's previous relationships left him unlucky in love, making him take a year and a half away from the dating scene. After his past heartbreak, the 32-year-old is willing to be open and honest on Love is Blind Season 5. However, he left the pods alone. Fans can find Josh on his Instagram handle at jsimmons1818. Carter Dale Wall. At Carterdale Yall, construction worker Carter Dale Wall is a hopeless romantic who believes his combination of naive and spontaneity will make him get the best out of his time on Love is Blind Season 5. The 30-year-old is ready for a long-term commitment and hopes to find a woman who will appreciate his old-fashioned and open-minded attitude. Carter proved himself to be a toxic character when his story was erased from the show. Love is Blind Season 5 fans can find him on Instagram at CarterDaleYall. Justice Curry. At that trainer Justice Curry, a personal trainer, has been single for years to focus on his career. However, Justice is now ready to place love above everything else. The 28-year-old, who is supportive, a good listener, and can be romantic, wants to find a woman who is ambitious and has big dreams of her own in Love is Blind Season 5. Unfortunately, Justice left the show alone. Justice's handle on Instagram is at @ThatTrainerJustice. Milton Johnson. At James Milton J4. Close after making his Love is Blind Season 5 debut, 25-year-old Milton Johnson deeply connected with Lydia while in the pods. However, their 6-year age gap made Lydia drift from him towards another contestant, Izzy. Nonetheless, after getting her heart broken, Lydia and Milton rekindle their romance, which may lead him to propose. Love is Blind fans can find Milton on Instagram with his handle at JamesMilton4. Love is Blind reality TV romance. 15 men and women from the same city come together to compete in Love is Blind, a reality dating show created for Netflix. The show sees couples meet and fall in love with a twist. They'll only meet face to face if one of the two accepts a marriage proposal. If they accept, they'll move in with their partner, meet their families, and ultimately decide if they want to say I do. Cast Vanessa Lachey, Nick Lachey. Release date February 13, 2020. Streaming services Netflix. Love is Blind is available to stream on Netflix. Sources: Netflix. Tudum, Estefania, Instagram, Chandra, Instagram, Lydia Velez Gonzalez, Instagram, Maris, Instagram, Paige Tillman, Instagram, Ren, Instagram, Uche Okoroa, Instagram, Erica Anthony, Instagram, Miriam, Instagram, Stacy Snyder, Instagram, Linda Chiamaka, Instagram, Myra Cardenas, Instagram, Izzy Zapata, Instagram, Taylor Rue, Instagram, Robert Martinez, Instagram, Chris Fox, Instagram, Efrain Batista, Instagram, Ernesto Solorzano Jr. Instagram, Aaliyah Cosby, Instagram, Connor Moore, Instagram, Enoch Culliver, Instagram, Jared Gibson, Instagram, Jared Pierce, Instagram, Josh Simmons, Instagram, Carter Dale Wall, Instagram, Justice Curry, Instagram, Milton Johnson, Instagram.